Good morning, YouTube. This is Kurt, the Welder Dude. One way or another, I was able to acquire a 250-gallon propane tank, which will probably become probably a double-door smoker. And I also picked up a old Sea-Doo trailer. I'm hoping it'll be beefy enough. If not, I'm going to beef it up a little bit, and we're going to mount that thing on there. That's the plan anyway. But anyway, I'm fixing to go get it picked up. I wanted to show you what we was going to use. I've never picked one up. I know it's about 500 pounds empty, and I'm hoping it's empty. So this is what we're going to do. I got a little car hauler, and I got a small, real small, about a 1,200 pound winch that I'm going to use to drag it up on the trailer if I can do it without tearing it up. But the plan is to run these ramps out here on the tail end, get the winch on it and pull it up to the ramps, and I've got some iron pipe and I'm going to get up under it to help it roll a little bit without a lot of friction, and we'll get it up on the trailer. So stand by.
try and clear it.
We're going to pull forward, and we're going to set it down on the bed. Watch my finger. That did far enough, Shirley. Yeah, we're right there. We'll try to get it on the ground and like to get it on the ground and fly it. I'm going to tie it down right here. I got a couple of strap hooks come off here on each side and something on the back. Okay, yeah, we're going to push it in there. All right. Cookouts and stuff like this, and I thought, you know what, we'll get this thing hooked up and we'll just donate it to our group. We'll use it for the charities. We do charity runs for children and stuff like that with motorcycles. It'll be perfect. So we have the big cookouts for people that attend our charities and things like that. So it's going to be phenomenal. And
oh yeah, I've seen one of the people that made out of these things. You know, you can do that kind of craft work. I'm saying I'm making knife. I mean knife.
I'll tell you, man. I get it so far along. I'll send you a picture of it and see what it ended up being. It may take me 6 months, but
or more.
Or more. She knows me quite well.
I think I looked at a guy that collected these tanks like this, the little ones, the big ones, you know, and got a place out in California, and he's got huge money.
put that winch on there and give it a little extra tug so it ain't got a lot of pressure going against it. I live down there in Cripple River where I'm actually at. Yeah. I wasn't sure where you was at in relation to town, so that's why I said I'd call you from up there. Now, well, you're down there, it's even closer. So.
Yeah, I go down at that Wool King down there. Because the water a lot.
The what?
Seems like they got more stuff at that store down there than they want to do down here in Ocala.
Which one's that?
That Wool King.
Oh yeah. I live just a couple miles from there, just north of it. Yep. Yeah, that brand new Rural King's pretty nice, though, the one in Ocala.
Yeah.
I hauled the lime rock and stuff in for that store when they were building it. Upside down, but I think it's still good. I don't think we're gonna need to do anything else to it, really. I think it'll be just fine. Absolutely appreciate it, bud.
Quite welcome. You're quite welcome.
Your tractor saved the day.
Yeah.
That thing didn't have a problem. Well, as you can see, we got the tank to the house, and it's 250 gallons. It's a little bit of a beast. This tank here is made by American. It's going to be 30 inches in diameter, 90 inches long, and empty weight's about 500 pounds, give or take a few. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the dome off of it, which isn't pretty simple. It's not welded in. It's just got a couple of tabs on it and some nuts and bolts. And then come on up here with the camera. Once I get this off of here, then I'm going to come down in here and I'm going to get the pressure off the tank as best I can. Get this valve out, let it start airing off. And once I get that point, I'm going to go ahead and fill this thing with water, let it sit for a day or so, and I'm going to siphon it off. I'm going to put in probably about a half a gallon of Dawn soap, dish soap, and I've got some of that TSP, a couple boxes of TSP that I'm going to put in here. I'm going to fill it about halfway full. It's kind of hard to slosh a 250 gallon tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it every bit of halfway full anyway with water, and then I'm going to take the truck and just leave it mounted just like it is here in the trailer, and I'm going to pull forward and get this thing sloshing a little bit so it'll kind of mix that soap and the TSP up in here. Then I'm going to top it off with water again and let it sit for, I don't know, a couple of days like that, I'd imagine. The issue I'm running into right now is I don't really want these valves anywhere near the top, because I'm going to put my doors obviously up here. I'm just going to have 2 doors on this, 4 racks. That's the idea, that's the plan. I'm going to make a reverse smoker, so that, to tell you what's going to end up happening is down here, I'm going to put the firebox is going to come down here. I'll have tuning plates that'll run across here where the heat comes in. It'll be open on this end, comes back up, the heat will flow this way, and then there will be an exhaust stack here. On this end I'll probably put in a vent to get it, let it circulate a little bit. I may not even have to do that. I may be able to vent it just simply off the stack. I've got a 5-inch piece of exhaust pipe that I'm going to use on here. It'll put it up all about this high. So, but again, it's just a 5-inch piece of pipe. That'll be more than enough airflow, I'm sure. So that's where we're at. Right now we're just going to go ahead and, the dome's not welded, it's got a couple of nuts and bolts on it. We'll get it off of here, get this thing opened up and get the pressure off of it. The tank's supposed to be empty, and once we get the pressure off of it, then I'll go ahead and pull this valve out. So that's where we're at. So let's get started. this because I'm just going to fast forward to all this anyway. It's all good. Because when it's fast forward, it's going to go. Yeah, I can smell that propane coming off this stuff. Nasty as it is. Oh, it's going to release anyway. That's good. I can get all these valves off here. No idea what that is. Stripped it off. Wherever it is. So, do this.
Thank God it's morning.
Do what?
I said, thank God it's morning.
There's one. I'm going to keep this because I'm going to fill it up with water and the soap. I may have to roll this tank somehow to get to the side that I want to cut my doors at and still keep it full of water. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure this out. It stinks, yes. seeing it. Yeah, I take a grinder and cut these tabs off.
I wouldn't. Not if you're going to tilt it sideways.
Still in the back. Why would I want them on there?
So you can tell that at one time what it was.
I don't care about that. I need to know what it's going to be, not what it was.
Are you going to keep the tag thing still on there?
Take them off. Got a stud right here.
Hmm?
Seriously?
You'll have to come from the opposite direction.
If it's bothering you, leave.
Spider!
Yeah, whatever. Okay. You won't eat much. My wrist. here. Yeah, see, I might be able to either bevel a piece of steel on here and weld them in, or weld these down flush, and then cut them down flush, and then put a little piece of steel in here and weld it in. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Get that out. This way.
I'm fine till the wind blows.
Huh?
I said I'm fine till the wind blows.
Oh man, wrist is killing me. That didn't go so well. That didn't go so well. Both of them went through that little hole. That one didn't.
Sounds like rotten cheese.
Interesting. Well, we're well underway, and it looks like this thing is zoomed all the way in. We're well underway. I'm giving it the first water bath now. I figure it's probably going to take a couple of hours to get this part of it done. What my intention is to fill this thing with water, let it sit for a little bit, because I can see down in there and I can see some of the liquid gas that was on the bottom and muck and whatever else. And so far, it's been running now for about 10 minutes or so, and I don't see any leaks, so that's a good sign. It's a good solid tank. This is a 1972 American. Once I get this part done, I'm going to go ahead and siphon it back out and get some of the crud out of there with it. Then I'm going to begin filling it again. Then I'll add in the soaps and the TSP, and I'm going to get it somewhere up in this area here, full of water. And I'm just going to use the truck to get it sloshed a little bit. I know it's not the greatest process, but that's a lot of weight to try and muscle around. I'll get it sloshy, sudsy, and I'm going to fill it all the way back up to the top and let it overflow, and I'll let it sit for a couple of days like that. Then I'll figure out my next step. Okay, well, I've already filled the tank once. I kind of rigged up a siphon hose here, and my way of thinking is fill this tank up all the way to the brim till it's usually running over, and I let it run for about an hour, just letting it overflow, pushing some of the gunk out, you know, oil floats. So now I'm going to drain it completely. I've got that hooked to the base of this steel rod, which takes it about a ½ inch or so off the bottom of the tank, so it doesn't create a suction and stop running. And let it go ahead and drain off. I figured it's going to take a couple hours for that to drain off because it's a little slow. It's kind of a small hose. That's what I had, so that's what I used. Then I'm going to refill it about 2/3 of the way up, and everything I've seen as far as other folks that are doing these big tanks, any tanks for that matter, this is the product they're using for the soap. So I'm going to put 2 of these in here. I think it recommended 1 box per 100 gallon or so. I'm going to put a couple of these in here and about a gallon of Dawn dish soap. Like I said, I'm going to fill it, probably about right in here. And I'm going to take the truck and I'm going to slosh this tank to get that stuff moving around in there pretty good. Then I'm going to fill it all the way back up to the top until it starts overflowing with bubbles, and then I'm going to let it sit for a day or so. And then we'll go from there. I don't see any easy way to roll this tank when it's got a ton of water sitting in it, so I think I'm going to use a pneumatic grinder with a cutting wheel on it. And I'm going to locate where my doors are going to be at the top. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut them across here with a pneumatic wheel, so that way when the water starts running out, it doesn't short out a saw or whatever. You know, it's operated off air. So I think that'd be the smart thing to do. And then once I get to that point, I can go ahead and roll the tank over once it gets light enough and finish cutting out the doors. By that point, I should be safe. But I'll do a spark test on it, I guess. I'll figure something out.